You've probably seen what's going on in Europe right now. The European Union is making some bold moves, and most people have no idea what it really means. They just passed new sanctions on Russia again. They're freezing assets, banning oil trades, and now they're even talking about taking that frozen money and using it to fund wars. That's huge because that's not just about politics anymore. That's about control. When you can control a nation's money and resources, you control their decisions too. But that's not even the big part. The EU is now pushing something called Readiness 2030. It's this massive plan to strengthen Europe's military. They're building a drone defense system, a European air shield, even something called the European Space Shield. They say it's all about safety and defense. But if you look closely, it's about building a united European army, something people have been talking about for years. And what's wild is, the Bible already talked about this kind of unity. It said nations would come together, giving up their independence, forming one system under one power. In Daniel chapter 7, verses 23 to 24, it says, "The fourth beast shall be a fourth kingdom on earth, which shall be different from all other kingdoms, and it shall devour the whole earth, trample it, and break it in pieces." That prophecy talks about a powerful empire that would rise again, one that controls and influences the world. And honestly, if you look at how Europe is moving right now, it's looking a lot like that prophecy. They're merging military power, they're merging financial systems, and even their border controls going digital now. No more passport stamps, everything's scanned, tracked, and stored in one system. They call it the entry/exit system. Sounds convenient, right? But every new system like this brings more control and less freedom. And the Bible said something about that too. It said there would come a time when no one could buy or sell, move or trade unless they were part of a certain system. We're watching the foundation of that being built right now. One rule at a time, one new technology at a time. Now listen, I'm not saying the EU is the final system the Bible talks about, but it's showing us what direction the world is going. And it's not just Europe. The same kind of control is rising everywhere. Digital ID systems, cashless payments, global tracking. This world is slowly trading freedom for safety. And every time they say peace and security, the Bible says sudden destruction follows. Revelation chapter 17, verses 12 to 13 says this, "The 10 kings who have received no kingdom as yet, but they receive authority for 1 hour as kings with the beast. These are of one mind, and they will give their power and authority to the beast." That's unity, but not the kind that brings peace. It's unity built on fear and control. And right now, the nations of the world are doing exactly that, giving up their power, one by one, to join a bigger system. Think about it. The EU now controls currency, trade rules, border systems, and soon, even defense. That's a superpower forming right in front of us. And this is where most people miss it. Prophecy doesn't just happen overnight. It happens step by step. The beast system won't suddenly appear out of nowhere. It's built piece by piece, law by law, policy by policy. And when you watch the news, it's not just random. You're literally watching Bible prophecy unfold right before your eyes. The world is being prepared for one global authority, one voice that claims to have the answers. But underneath it, it's setting the stage for deception. But don't get it twisted. None of this should make you afraid, because Jesus already told us these things would happen, so that when we see them, we'd know the time is close. He said in Luke 21, verse 28, "When these things begin to happen, look up and lift up your heads, because your redemption draws near." So yeah, the European Union looks powerful right now. It's building systems, armies, alliances, but it's not just politics. It's prophecy. We are closer to the end than people think. And while the world is focused on money, war, and power, God is calling us to stay awake, stay alert, and stay ready. Because what's coming next isn't just another political shift. It's the fulfillment of everything the Bible warned us about.